Hey everyone, it's Stephanie 1111 Witchy Babe, and I am back with your reading for Aquarius placements for the month of March. So I do apologize for this being delayed. I do like to get this reading out to you guys mid-month before, but I wasn't able to. So I am back today though with it. And let's see, what do I want to talk about before I jump in? As always, I would like to welcome back all of my subscribers. Thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you for all of your support and your comments and everything. It means so much to me. There was a big boom over this last month really of subscriptions, so I want to just welcome everybody new that has been joining me. And if you are brand new, this is your first video, welcome. So what today is all about is we're going to be looking at Aquarius placements. That can be Sun, Moon, Rising, Mercury, Venus, or Mars. And we're going to be taking a look at what's going to come for you this month in March. What messages, what things you need to know, whatever comes out. There's no real what am I looking for? I don't go on any talk about any certain topic. I just talk about whatever information comes out, whatever messages need to come out for you guys. Okay, so structure, that's the word I was looking for. We're still in Mercury retrograde, and it's a tough time for me. I am a Gemini rising, so yeah, I have a tough time sometimes with Mercury retrograde. All right, and as always, this is a general energy reading. This is not an energy reading for your specific energy, so you only can take the information that resonates, and please leave anything else behind that doesn't, or that's upsetting, or makes you feel any kind of way that's not positive or how you're wanting to feel, because then maybe it's not for you. And if you'd like to book a personalized reading for your energy, you can do that at my website, 1111witchybabe.com. I will be using today the Black Moon Astrology deck, one of my favorites. And then I also will be using the Chakra Wisdom Oracle cards. This is the newest one to my collection, and it was purchased through my wish list. So if you guys would like to help support the channel in that way, you can check that out in my description box below. And while you're there, you can check out the Facebook groups and my Twitter, Instagram, and head over there and follow me in those places. I'll also be using Mystic Moon Oracle, since she is a reader on YouTube. So I believe she's a primarily, or special, not primarily, but specializes in twin flame readings, and she has oracles as well. So a lot of people like this deck when I use it and ask me. And I'm going to be using the Wild Unknown Tarot deck. Okay. Let's jump on in for Aquarius. What's going to be going on in the month of March? What messages need to come out for Aquarius placements in the month of March, please? Father of Swords. Okay, so you guys are probably going to be embodying a very Aquarius-like energy. So the Father of Swords do represent you guys. They represent air signs. Maybe you guys are dealing with a Gemini or dealing with a, wow, why did my brain just die? Libra? The other fellow air signs. But I think mostly this is about you guys just really embodying that Father of Swords energy, being very focused. I think maybe a lot of you are currently in school right now, or working really hard in regards to your job or some type of study. Maybe it's just a hobby that you're picking up. Maybe you're studying astrology, but I just get a very studious energy from this card. I also just feel like you're going to be very unattached to things, which, you're Aquarius. So there's not a lot of emotional energy here. There's really a lot of focus and drive, a lot of communicative energy, but not a lot of emotion. So very emotionally detached this month. I think for some of you that's actually going to be a relief. Maybe you've been having a lot of emotional turmoil regarding certain situations, and it's going to ease up. And I don't necessarily know if that means the situation's going to change, or if it's just kind of at a certain point, at least for myself, I'm a Gemini moon and rising, so when it comes to emotions, especially if you're Aquarius moon watching this, you could just have that turn off feature kind of kick in for March, where it's you might still be having a lot of crap go on, but it's yeah, whatever, I don't care. You just kind of shut it all down and you're not facing it right now. And that's not necessarily the best thing, but especially if you have an air moon, that's kind of it's just a part of the deal. It's a part of the deal. It's something that we have to work on, but it is something that we just kind of naturally can do, because we have a lot of other things that we can focus on that bring us kind of some emotional support and peace. So that's kind of what I see here, just focusing on other things. All right, let's get some more cards. We only have one card out. Okay, so I have the Sun of Cups in reverse. I do feel like there was something that's really kind of emotionally upset you. Some of you guys are dealing with somebody that's younger than you and very immature. They could be a water sign, so they could be a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. or have heavy placements in their chart, but I think maybe this is what's driven you into this King of Swords energy. They're somebody that makes a lot of promises, but they're not able to follow through with them. And so it's kind of like, you know what, I'm just going to cut you off and I can't deal with this anymore. So this may have been a connection that started in the Mercury retrograde shadow, I'm hearing, and it's something that is dissolving kind of whenever Mercury goes direct. Like maybe you were in a haze with this person because they kind of built up a fantasy and you were like starting to kind of really fall for it, but then you started to see things a little bit more clearly as time went by and starting to see how things were not what they seemed. So I do see this as something that's kind of causing you to emotions off and move forward. I don't think it's going to bother you that much in the long run. Like if you were to look a year from now, if you're going to care about this situation, I don't think you're going to even remember it. But it might have caused you some emotional discomfort, you know, in the last couple of weeks, or, you know, right now as you're watching this. So let that know, you know, that can be some kind of a little bit of a relief, knowing that it's not something that's going to get you all worked up for too long. Let's see what else. The Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, the tides are changing, things are changing, something's changing for the better. So if you have been having some emotional discomfort and, you know, issues in that department, I'm hearing some of you have been having like a lot of mood swings, things are starting to stabilize out. This connection that you were in with this person, it was something that was very unstabilizing for you, and I just think there's a lot of clarity coming, especially after Mercury retrograde. Now remember, we will be in a post shadow for 2 weeks after, so it could take some time before things really are clear, but this is, you know, you're going to be able to see things clearly and be able to kind of take steps in order to not have that attachment anymore. Okay, let's see what else is going on in the month of March. What other messages need to come out? So I have family. So this situation also, it might be a romantic relationship, but it could involve a family member. I'm hearing like a sibling. Maybe you've had some sort of fight or something with the sibling. And so it's like cutting through the BS with that. If you're not, this is not a situation where you're cutting somebody off. Like, you know, really kind of being like, hey, being able to be clear-headed in a conversation. I feel like some of you have been being like gaslit, or you at least feel like it, by this person. So whenever you go to communicate with them, they're like, you know, throwing all this other crap at you, and you're kind of, it makes you confused, and you know, you don't really know how to respond in the way that you really want, but until like maybe after, and then it's like, oh, well, you know what, I could have said this, I could have said that. So it definitely could do with that. But let's see what else this family is about. What else? Pride and ego. Yeah, I think you guys, a lot of you guys might be dealing with some family issues. Another family member that has like an ego problem, or maybe you're having an ego problem or a problem with your pride. Admired. There's something about siblings in this reading, like I don't know, like a fight or an argument. There's something about jealousy as well. Let's see, what is this about? Oh, look at that. Virgo came out again. So Virgo just came out in the Capricorn reading. I don't know if you guys have any connections with Capricorns, but if you do, or you have Capricorn in your chart, you'll probably want to check out that reading as well. I think some of you have some sort of issue with a family member, and they might be a Virgo, or they might have heavy Virgo in their chart, or they might just have kind of Virgo-like tendencies. But also Virgo rising. But I think that you guys have gotten into some sort of, you know, argument, and it was all based out of pride and ego. There's some sort of jealousy there, and I think a lot of the jealousy, this might be just for a small group. So I'm getting like the image of like sisters that are arguing, and like one sister is jealous of the other in regards to their looks, or in regards to how much attention they get from their parents or friends or the community or whatever. And so there's been like this spat or this argument. And I do feel like this is part maybe wrapping into this initial energy reading in the back with the tarot of this, you know, things changing for the better. I do feel like you're going to be able to have a more level-headed conversation with this person, whatever it is regarding, you know, whatever fight you guys are in, and be able to come up with some sort of solution, because again, like the emotions are coming off. And so you're not responding emotionally, you're starting to be more rational in the responses. So if you've been having a stress, you know, even if, you know, it could be a friend too, if you have a really close friend you've been fighting with, I do feel like this is a situation that is resolving. It's like a Mercury retrograde type thing. That's kind of basically what I see it being. So let's see what other messages need to come out for Aquarius placements. Let me get, actually, I'm going to switch back over here. Get another card here. What other messages for Aquarius placements for the month of March? So we have the 9th house fate. Okay. So part of this message to me is definitely about have faith in this situation resolving. Also, what I'm noticing is that 33. So 33 might mean something to you. And then I'm also breaking that down into 6. So that is a number of kind of like love and soul family. I feel like this person maybe that you've been fighting with is a part of your soul family. And that's why it's coming up in this reading. Like it's because it's been something that's been difficult for you. Yeah, we have grief coming out when I was talking about that. It's something that has been emotionally very difficult for you, but I do see it resolving. Okay, let me get one more message, please, for my Aquarius placements for the month of March. Wisdom. Okay, so I want to read the book really quickly with this, I'm being told. Still working on memorizing it. Okay. There is an ability here to bring serenity to any situation, and indeed it may be needed. So guys, I think, you know, when you have this conversation with whoever this is picking up on, be it a friend, be it a partner, be a family member, a coworker, whoever it is, there's a peaceful resolution here. But you have to remain calm in the situation. You have to be level-headed. And I think, you know, for you guys, turning your emotions off or, you know, suppressing them at least and taking time, you know, breathe before you respond. Just slow your response time down as much as possible. And, you know, don't say things that you can't take back. That's kind of the message that I'm getting here. That you have to use you have to be mature in this situation. If you're mature, it's going to be resolved. If you're not, you're just going to be back in the same situation and fighting and arguing or and feeling, you know, anxious or whatever it causes you to feel. So, you know, just count to 3 before you react if you're upset. Walk away if you're talking in person with this person. Set the phone down if you're on the phone. And know that a lot of this, I really feel, is Mercury retrograde nonsense. So, let me know if you guys have any questions, and I hope you guys have a fantastic day whenever this reading finds you. If you did enjoy the reading, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, because that does help support the channel, and I will see you guys next time.